So we're gonna be calling Shannon High.
Downey, this is your team. Please meet us at Dairy Queen. We miss you, Downey. Please. Please come home, Downey.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Today on the show, very special episode. Very special episode. As always, all my episodes are special because it's the Shannon Show. And it's the best military gets podcast. Yeah, I'm doing my intro. Please. Today we have someone who has the tremendous challenge of going through life without any natural talents. Today on the show, we have the wonderful Skye Waters joining us. Skye, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
That is so good to hear, honestly. I'm just so glad that you're on the Shannon Show. I never thought this would happen. I mean, I guess maybe it could have happened, but
Never thought it took a long time, but
yeah. Best. It's the best, and Best Military Gates podcast. You're gonna be a wonderful guest. You're doing some pretty cool stuff, so I can't wait to hear all about it. And you can share some things with people who might find that interesting and whatnot. And people love to hear from you. So, what better way to do it than on the podcast? Are you nervous at all? Like one to 10, how are you feeling about this? No, pretty good. It didn't seem like that before the show, but
yeah, stop.
Okay. So Skye, you are in the Navy, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Making some incredible strides throughout your time there. Tell me why did you decide on making that decision? It's a pretty big life choice. Why did you decide to join the Navy after high school?
Okay, well, I guess to keep it real, it was either it was either ship out or stay in Okinawa to do community college, which is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
That's a path for some people, but just with me, with my family, I just don't think I could do it. I wouldn't feel like I was moving forward in life if I had stayed.
Interesting. Yeah. And did you consider any other branches, any other possibilities, or was it just this was the way to go from the beginning?
I mean, I considered the Marine Corps because my dad and my sister are in it, but I saw the PFA, their numbers, their run, their push-ups. I just think I could meet that. So.
Wait, I thought you were pretty fast. What are you talking about? You always tell me how fast you are.
Pretty fast and Marine Corps fast.
It's still different.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I've talked to you before a little bit about your boot camp experience, and you had so many ups and downs throughout that. So if you just want to start at the beginning, what was the first day like? What was, the anticipation? If you can think back that far, it was a little bit ago now.
It was October 6th when I shipped out. Yeah.
Oh, you remember the day? That's so cute and sentimental. Wow.
The boot camp day, of course.
Oh.
So I shipped out October 6th, like I said, and then at the time I went, you had to do 2 weeks of quarantine at Fort McCoy, which is in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
In that quarantine, you're split up. There's 20 people on your floor, but there's only 5 people in your box. So you live with those 5 people. You do everything together. So there was that. And then after the 2 weeks at at quarantine, we had 5 weeks of boot camp because it was COVID season. So they cut it down, they cut it short. So
only 5 weeks.
Only 5 weeks when I went. Now it's 8 weeks. Back to the original. But so I quarantined, which is a whole story in itself. But after the quarantine period finished, I went to actual boot camp. And then my division was 044, and my graduation date was supposed to be December 4th. But on the 5th day of processing days, which is called P days, they found out I had asthma and a bunch of
pathetic.
So I can't breathe, sorry, but I had asthma when I was younger and a bunch of other lung related diseases that I just forgot I had because it was a really long time ago. I was 8.
Yeah.
Since I was a dependent, they were able to look at my records since I was already affiliated with the military. So they held me back for 2 months in RCU, which is recruit convalescent unit, where I just sat and did pretty much nothing until they could read all my records and decide if I was allowed to stay in the Navy. So that was 2 months of my boot camp. And by the time that time had passed, divisions had went back.
Wait, slow down. You're just flying through all this, please. All right, so you said it's only 5 weeks long. So what are they cutting out of the 8 weeks? What are you missing? Is there anything crucial that you're not getting to? Are you ill prepared for this now? Are you kind of 5/8 of a sailor?
No.
No?
No. The only thing that they cut out of our 5-week boot camp was gas chambers, and then everything was still the same. It was the same events, just shortened, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So if any of you guys are in a gas chamber, you're no help.
Yeah. I'm no help. I don't know what to do.
Wonderful.
Okay, probably not
But
but it's okay.
so did they re-diagnose you with asthma? Did you like get tested for it, or did they just dig this up from medical records?
They dug it up from medical records, and then they didn't take
What?
my word for it. I didn't have it anymore. They're like, we don't believe you, so they held me back.
So what are they holding you for exactly?
They were just holding me until they could prove I no longer had asthma.
But that's not how asthma works, right?
That's how it works to them. They didn't want me to like pass the PFA and then they'd be held liable.
So, like, let's say you still had asthma, would they just have held you there forever? Would it have been like 2 years just sitting there?
No, they would have either decided it was like manageable and I could still run if I had like my inhaler or something, or they would have just sent me home.
But this feels like something that could have been settled in like a day.
You think?
So, what was the confusion?
It took 2 months. There was a lot of other recruits there though, so I mean they had a lot of people to look for and like treat people who had present illnesses, not someone who had it in the past and they were trying to figure out if I still had it or not.
So you're with all these like sickly people and you're sitting there like pretty normal.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they had like broken. A lot of them had like actual like. A lot of them had COVID and then they had like COVID-induced asthma, something like that. So
you were sitting with all the COVID kids?
Kind of people that recovered from COVID. Yeah, I was sitting with them.
Did you make any friends in there, or was
Oh,
it just...
met a lot of cool friends, a lot of cool like for lifers, as I'd call them.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. And they had some cool stories too, so kind of like motivated me to probably keep myself there, not want to go home.
Yeah. What was the difference between sitting there versus boot camp, like day-to-day stuff? I know, like, what are you doing every day? Obviously, I know there's a difference, but what was a day in pretty much isolation seem like?
RCU. It's called RCU.
RCU.
Okay.
Sorry, my acronym vocabulary is a bit short.
So a day at RCU is basically, I'm pretty sure we woke up like at 7. We went to breakfast. We cleaned. We went to lunch. We cleaned. We got back. We went to bed.
Wow. So your asthma doesn't prevent you from cleaning?
No, apparently.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
Crazy. We weren't allowed to work out. We weren't allowed to do like anything. We just sat in the compartment and cleaned and just breathed,
So what's going through your mind at the time? Like, what's your mental state through all of this?
I'm not gonna lie, I was in a pretty dark place.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny. Some things had happened before I shipped out. So the fact I was just given like 2 months to just like think about everything that went wrong before I went to boot camp, and then just like not knowing if I was gonna be sent home or not, I was like, I'm wasting time here. Like, it was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can understand that. How did it end? Was it just when did you get out of RCU?
Funny story.
Funny story.
So it was Christmas Eve, right? It was Christmas Eve, and I was like,
how wonderful!
Right, Christmas miracles. I'm saying. Anyway, like, no, I'm going home. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, so I walked to medical. I walked my happy little recruit ass to medical. Okay, and then I went and I was like, do you know if I have asthma or not? Like, is there any update at all? And then my doctor looked through the records again. She's like, oh, there's actually a note from the pulmonologist saying that they tested you and they said you don't have it. Because I'd gotten tested, like an asthma test where I blow into a tube like a month before Christmas. And then we hadn't gotten the results back. So I thought no results meant like, I don't know. I didn't know what it meant.
So why didn't you ask anyone about this like for an entire month?
I did, but they said for you.
Christmas miracle, I guess. You're right.
I went there and I was like, what's up? Like, I want to go home. I said it differently, obviously. But she's like, oh, you don't have asthma. You're fit for full. That's what we call it. Fit for full duty. And I was like, wait, when? And she's like, 2 weeks ago, actually. So wow. I was sick for an extra 2 weeks because she didn't read the medical record and tell me that I was fit for full. So how upset were you? Was it like anger? Was it a little hostile? I was pretty angry because one of my friends I shipped out with from Okinawa, actually she went to RCU too. Mm-hmm. She had left 2 weeks ago. So had I left have been in the same division. We would have stayed together, but it's not how it worked out. But I was honestly, I was just like excited more than anything. I was like, oh my God,
I'm sure.
This is my moment.
A lot of relief. How many boats did you go on during Navy boot camp?
Oh, I didn't go on any boats.
Zero boats.
No boats.
No boat. Have you been on a boat since you joined the Navy?
No.
Do you find that concerning at all?
Huh?
Do you find that concerning?
No, because I'll be on a boat when I get to the fleet. It's fine. Most likely. I don't know.
What if you're what if you are like severely seasick and we just don't know it yet? Wouldn't that be an issue?
People just slug it out. That's the case. I don't know.
Oh, really? Yeah. At this point, you have no other choice. Jeez. So what came after boot camp? What was the next steps for you?
A school. So my rate, I depped in my contract was a corpsman. So
okay. So what does A school mean? It's
like your MOS, like a rate basically, like your job in the Navy.
Okay.
You're schooling for that, and mine was corpsman. So I did 4 weeks of core school, and I graduated June.
February or June?
No.
Those are pretty far apart.
I started in February. When the fuck did I graduate?
We started in May.
I started in May. I started in March.
You started in March. You started in
I graduated in core school, okay?
Group interview.
And that's where I am right now. I gotta stop. The dates all get mixed up.
I didn't ask for a date. I wanted to know what it was like.
Okay. You asked. Okay.
I said, what came after boot camp?
Core school.
Core school.
Yeah.
And what did you do there?
I learned how to be a corpsman. Like we had a bunch of like medical lectures. It's like vital signs, Prev Med, everything. Everything you need to know about being a corpsman. It's like a baseline before you actually go out to hospitals and start working with actual patients.
And what was the most difficult?
Honestly, for me, core school was pretty slight, but I guess the like difficult part was like the ending, which is before the ending, which was shipboard. Because that was like the first time we actually went like hands on. They used fake blood. They were yelling at us, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, right, yes,
game changer. So yeah.
So what exactly were they doing whenever they're yelling at you? What was the task at hand?
Well, for shipboard, it was like a group of us. We had to like save a casualty from like an explosion. So there was like dummies and injuries on them, and then we just had to like.
You had to fake shoot guns.
No, that was.
Can you reenact?
I'm not going to reenact that.
No, okay.
No, we had to do that too. That was after shipboard, and I was already kind of used to the yelling at that point, so I was okay with it. So it wasn't as hard.
Right. So what are you doing right now? What stage are you in now?
Right now, I'm like in limbo. TMD. So.
What was that?
TMD. I don't even know what it stands for. All I know is that we're.
Do you know what any of these acronyms stand for? Or do you just say the acronyms? Because I don't know what they stand for.
What some of them stand for, okay?
Okay.
Like people that are like either getting separated or they're waiting to go to their first duty station, or like me waiting to class up for C school, we're all in TMD. So that's where I am right now. I'm just like going to muster and cleaning and waiting until I get further notice of where I'm going to go.
So what are you doing at C school? What does that entail?
My C school's like, so you're a corpsman, which like I'm already a corpsman.
Right.
But I'm gonna be with a specialty, and my specialty is going to be preventative medicine. So.
But what is preventive? Is it preventative? Preventive? Preventative medicine. What is that?
So that's a really good question. Okay. So
that's a good question.
It's basically what it sounds like. Like we give like bugs.
It sounds like you're preventing people from receiving medicine. That's what it sounds like.
What'd you say?
You're preventing people from receiving medicine?
You know what?
No.
Sick. Like we give like speeches about like STDs, how to avoid them. We deal with like bug infestation.
Fun.
You know, making sure that everywhere that the sailors and Marines are, it's like inhabitable, basically. Like, you know.
Gotcha.
We take care of our.
What inspired you to do this?
Not so much of an inspiration, more of like an order, but.
What was the order?
Well, before we had like an orders brief, right? We're like
Okay.
orders we're gonna go next after core school, and then we had 5 C schools offered to my class, and honestly, I didn't like any of them, but Prep Med sounded the most interesting and had the most benefits. So I was like, okay, I'll put that down. I put it
So
down, and
there you go.
yeah, funny how things work out. You know, here I am.
Yeah. So you've been at this Navy thing for a while now, corpsman. A lot of I'm not sure, physical training and whatnot. What's your mile time at this point?
Okay, so my mile time, I don't know exact because
Sure you don't.
are you done? Are you
Yeah, I'm
done?
done. I'm done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For the PFA, we get time for 1.5 miles.
Oh, okay.
So that's
So what's the mile and a half time, Skye?
12:45.
So 45.
12:45, which isn't bad.
Is that good or bad? I honestly don't know.
Well, the Navy standard for females my age is 14:45. So yeah, I think 12:45 is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speedy.
I mean, it's what could I say?
You've always been super fast. Yeah.
Really have. I know.
No, you haven't. What's your future in the Navy as of right now? What are you looking forward to moving forward?
I thought I heard something before you said that.
Oh no, I don't think so. I'm just reading my questions off, to be honest with you.
Okay. You said my future in the Navy?
Yeah, what does it look like? And what are you looking forward to? What are you not looking forward to?
The traumatic thing at boot camp when I got held back, I just kind of learned so far that I'm taking it one step at a time. So I'm really looking at the future. So what's next for me right now, what's on my mind is just C school. Like finishing strong so that I can like hopefully get promoted and get like a say in where I get to get stationed first.
Right.
So,
and where do you hope that is?
well, I don't know. Hopefully, part of me wants to go back to Okinawa because that's where my family is. And, you know, it's going to be like I have enough freedom to, like, you know, do my own thing, but they'll still be close enough for me to, you know, visit and, like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
that would be super cool to see them again, I'm sure. How much? Never mind.
How much?
I was going to ask you how much longer they're staying there, but no one needs to know that. It doesn't. Irrelevant. What advice would you give to someone joining the Navy right now and going through some obstacles? Anything? What would you say? Come on, you should be like this. Like you have all this wisdom now. What's your advice here?
Honestly, just like this is the phrase like that was told to me like my entire time there was just like thug it out. Like it's gonna be hard, but like it sucks to suck, you know. Like
did you say what?
We're all going through it, you know.
Oh my god.
That's the only. Think about it. Like you're in the military. Like if you want to go in the military, you have to be somewhat hard, you know. Like.
Yeah, but like I was hoping for some like nice, caring, like thoughtful advice, and you're just like, well, it sucks to suck, you know, bro.
The caring me just kind of got thrown out the window after they said I had.
What a shame.
Yeah, you know.
What a shame.
It's crazy. I don't know. Like you're gonna struggle, but like you know.
But everyone does. So what does it matter?
Not that. Don't say it like that.
That's what you said, not me.
That's not what I meant. I don't know. You just got to go through the motions, you know. Like it's gonna get better eventually. It got better for me, and everyone else in RCU, they're all doing great too. Like you know.
Yeah. I mean, if Skye can do it, anyone can do it. Believe me, guys. You guys will be totally fine, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but
okay. Glad we're on the same page. Okay, let's talk about Okinawa, where we met wonderfully. Ooh. It was so much fun. It was actually quite a long time ago. Over 2 years now. It's just time just passes. Crazy. Really? Can you show the viewers some of your dance moves that you learned while in Okinawa, please?
I don't think I could do that for you.
You don't think you can do that?
I don't think I can do that.
That's just interesting because you always told me that you had like these like super good dance moves and like you'd show me, but then
is that what I said? I don't remember saying that.
It's okay. I have video of them, so I'll just put them on the screen right now for everyone. Okay. Since you didn't want to do them live, and we don't have any issues here.
Oh, great.
Wonderful. See, I had a backup plan, so we're all good. I didn't want to put you on the spot like that.
You've always been one step ahead of me. It's kind of crazy.
Crazy. Always come prepared. Whatever. So you did grow up as a military kid, and now you're a kid in the military, but A woman in the military doing phenomenal things.
Thank you.
That's it. Whenever you moved to Okinawa, what was your reaction to moving there? You moved there from California, correct?
Yes, and I moved
Right.
after. So
Yeah. So you already had started high school, and now you have to move to freaking Japan, which might have been a bit of a culture shock. What was going through
Yeah.
your mind?
I was like, oh, so many tears, so many tears.
Really?
Yes, because I always wanted like that Cali teenage experience, to have like
Oh my
all
god.
that, all my friends already. I just, I was leaving a lot behind, so I was obviously very sad. And then I heard the weather in Oki was horrid, and that is true. It is. So I wasn't looking forward.
How were your first few weeks or months on the island? How was it? Do you remember?
I honestly don't
Not
remember.
really?
I remember the big things. Like I remember being on Kadena, and I was like, "This space is huge. I'm gonna get lost." It's not that big, but
Yeah.
I
What
don't
about going
know.
to Kubi? Or do you remember anything from
Oh,
going to Kubi for the first time?
wow. I was like, "This is ghetto." Ghetto. Because I saw Kadena High School, and I came from a high school in California. Wasn't that? But like, it was
Yeah.
big. Like, and I saw how small Kubi was. I was like, "This is like an elementary school, bro. This is not it."
Jeez.
And it was all outdoors too. The buildings were just not up to par. I was like, "Oh no."
Did you? Obviously, you got used to it. Did you? How do you feel about Kubasaki now?
Well, now, I have no good words to say.
This is what happens, guys. By the way, when you don't prepare for my interviews, I always send the questions ahead of time, and like most of the time, people read them and take some notes. But this is just what we get.
Don't you want the real me? The real answer.
The real experience. I guess so.
The real,
I think you're doing great. You're doing great.
okay.
Did you have like a favorite teacher? Favorite?
Oh, Mr. Koya and Miss Lumber. Always.
Oh wow, two phenomenal teachers.
Yes, we had both classes together too. Wait, no, we didn't. Never mind.
Just
But
Lumberg.
Just Lumber.
Yeah, you must have really liked Miss Lumberg and her whole family. Actually, you must have really liked them.
We're not gonna. Why do you?
What? I'm just saying. You said you liked her as a teacher, so I'm.
I did. Yeah, I love Miss. Pretty great. She helped me with all my college stuff, even though that didn't really pan out at all.
It's okay. Good intentions.
Yeah, good intentions. And then I genuinely think I learned a lot from Koya. Like, probably the only teacher I really like paid attention to, which is bad to say. But anyway,
That's crazy. So you had him your senior year, I guess.
Yes, I had him my senior year.
Did he like you?
I think he did. Yeah, I was a hard worker. He asked me about you a lot too. So
no way.
Way.
You never told me about this.
You didn't
Good
talk
things,
to me.
right? Good things. Good things.
Well, mostly just asking how you were doing. I was like, hell if I know. That's awesome.
Oh my.
I was like, I wouldn't know. Do you know? Like, I don't know.
Gee, thanks.
Well, I wasn't gonna lie, say you're doing good. I didn't know how you were doing.
Oh, I appreciate it. You could have just asked. We're gonna have to cut some stuff out for sure. What do you miss about the island? Is there anything about Okinawa you like or miss now?
You said you're gonna cut some stuff out, right?
Sure.
I miss the people more than actually no. I miss the seawall. Like now I think about it, that was actually really cute. Like it was a bunch of restaurants by the sea on a wall. Like, that's pretty great to me.
What did you do at the seawall?
I looked at the ocean and
just like the sunset and stuff?
Yeah, the sunset and stuff.
That's all?
Yeah. I also like the hotels there, really nice, right?
Yes, some very fine establishments for sure. Yes.
Yeah, so there's one that's like super, super tall. My friends and I was go to the top and just like, look at everything. So that's pretty great too.
Great view. They have some great rates there.
I'm not much of a nature person, but like there was a lot of cool hikes and like zip lining places in Oki and a bunch of cool like private beaches. I liked that too. I miss that. The island definitely had like a bunch of good opportunities I missed out on until like the very last minute before I left Oki. I didn't do much exploring until before I left.
Why was that?
I was just preoccupied with other things, I didn't really.
What were you involved in high school?
Cheer.
Genuine question. Yes. How was Kubasaki cheer?
It was. How do I put it? It was an experience. It definitely was.
Yeah.
Kind of a letdown, to be honest. Like, compared to like stateside cheer, I was expecting a lot, but you know, Kubasaki's a lot smaller. The island's small, so.
What'd you think of the cheer coach?
The cheer coach, Coach Davis. Oh, I loved her. She was great. Like
So
I don't know.
what was the letdown?
I don't know. Like I wasn't able to do it my senior year. I only did it for like pretty much a year and a half. And I don't know. I feel like I could have just had a better experience in general.
You don't want to call anyone out?
Not gonna call anyone out.
Please.
No, I'm gonna call anyone. I'll call good though. I met my best friend Malia through cheer, so.
Malia, yes.
Yeah.
She's great. Love Malia. Absolutely. Yes. 100%.
Glad we established that. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I have the preposterous predicament. Not would you rather, but it's a preposterous predicament. I do this every show. It's like the fun question. Obviously, you don't know what I'm talking about, so you must not watch, but I'm not offended. It's just a segment. Preposterous predicament. I know it's a mouthful.
Know what words mean?
I know what both of those words mean. Do you know what both of those words mean?
I do.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
Our intelligence is on the same page.
Oh.
3 seconds on the clock.
You can only have one mode of transportation for the rest of your life. You can pick just walking. You can pick your own feet if you would like. What would it be?
Are you okay?
A car? Like,
Oh my god.
Okay, but here's the thing. So so the downsides of the car in this is that if you're just going like a really short distance, you have to drive there. So if you're just like walking next door, you can't do that. You have to get in a car and drive over. Also, if you choose a car, you can't leave your continent because, water.
yeah.
You would still go car.
Yeah, still a car, most definitely. Me, I don't walk. I don't like walking.
But you run. You just told me you were speedy like 15 minutes ago.
Okay, that's because I'm forced to. I'm forced to work out. If I have a choice, I'm not gonna walk somewhere. Like, what if I'm going to a wedding and I have to walk there? I'm gonna get there all sweaty and like dirty.
I didn't say you have to walk. You could have taken like a horse, a donkey, a bicycle, unicycle, moped.
Same thing though. I wouldn't ride.
No, something a little more maneuverable. You could ride a horse to a wedding. Why are you going to a wedding in this?
I'm just
You're going to how many weddings are you going to in your life? Like,
you never know. I have a lot of friends now, so you never
no,
know.
you don't.
Look, Shannon.
Sorry.
People get married all the time.
Are we friends?
What'd you say?
Are we friends?
What was your next question that on the preposterous predicament?
Oh my god. Well, you didn't really answer my question. Was car your final answer? You're still with the car? Okay.
You want they make a model too, or just car?
Sure, go ahead. Sounds like you want to share.
No, actually, not gonna lie. I don't know anything about like. I want a black car.
Black car. It's not a make or a model. Oh my god. Okay. Next segment is the one profound middle finger award that I always have
Wait,
to guess.
was that all? Preposterous predicament? Just one car? Just one?
That was the question. That's the predicament.
Oh, okay.
You settled the predicament. That's what else do you want? You told me car. I thought it was gonna be a little more fun. I thought you know. I think I'm going like helicopter, but you didn't ask me what I wanted, so.
Okay.
It is the Shannon show though. Can we move on with the show?
Yeah.
Okay. The one profound middle finger award.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one. Hi, I'm going baby on baby.
That you're going to hand out to someone. Has anyone been grinding your gears recently, like really bothering you? Is there someone who's done you bad, did you dirty? Someone who's like really, that you just have to call out and give the one profound middle finger award to for this week. This is time to get something off your chest, vent a little bit, share it with everyone else, put them on the hot seat, put them on blast. I can censor out their name at the end, but just tell me.
Oh, you censor out their name?
Yeah, but you have to tell me why.
Oh. Okay. Shout out ex-boyfriend all the way. Middle finger all the way.
The profound middle finger award.
Profound middle finger all the way. I don't know. I'm just not one for saying things and then not meaning them,
Well, say it then. What do you have to say about it?
No, I mean, like, when you tell
that's
me.
what he said? Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I get you never had a girlfriend before, but like, don't go shooting out things you don't mean, you know?
Oh, jeez.
I don't
Please
think
continue. Please continue. Please.
you want me to give you like more reasons as to why I'd give
Oh,
you
yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a big
like,
award. This is very prestigious.
you know, just like for someone to, you know, like say that you mean all that to them, but then as soon as I graduate boot camp, I've been gone for like almost half a year because I was in boot camp for like nearly 5 months and like not even say congratulations or like, hey, how are you? Where have you been? Because he knew I was only supposed to be there for 2 months, but in fact, you were the first person to say congratulations, and I was like, really? Like you hated?
Wait. Is that a letdown? You were like, really?
No, the thing is, he hated you because he thought that you were so rude. And I was like, he's the
rude?
first to talk to me. So yeah, I don't know.
Who was I rude to? Was I rude to him?
Yeah. But then again, half the things he said were lies, so that could be too. We don't know.
Put it on the list.
Yes. Middle finger all the way, bro.
There it is, guys. You heard him.
Respectfully.
No respect.
No respect.
Profound middle finger award. There it is. Wow. All right. Well, now we're getting into the Skye show. She's prepared a few questions because she wanted to have her own podcast. So I don't know how this is going to go. She said she prepared well and that she's ready to host her own show. And I'm going to give her the platform, change the logo. And as you can see right now, we have transitioned. Thank you.
Did you get a haircut today?
I did. It's not that bad, right? I was really worried.
Well, I don't know. The hairline kind of looks cool, but
You think so?
no, I'm kidding. It looks fine.
Are you joking? I thought it was fine. It was really long. I'm not sure last time you saw me, but
I haven't seen you in like 3 years, so.
I mean, we FaceTimed like probably 2 months ago.
Yeah. What? Yes.
Are you still on there?
Yes. I'm still. Sorry, it's my room. Yeah. What's up?
Can we do a Q&A with the roommate?
Do you need help?
No. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll skip.
That's another thing about the Navy. This is the first time I've had a roommate. It's so weird.
But yeah, what happened last time? Didn't you break something in your room on purpose so you didn't have to have a roommate?
Don't say that on the show.
Sorry, that's what happened.
Legally, that is not what happened. Anyway.
So what
they broke. Spontaneously, they broke.
What spontaneously broke?
Both lamps on my roommate's side.
Both lamps.
Both of them. Because if something's broken in the room, technically on that side, no one can live there. They didn't care. They still moved someone into my room.
So it must have been very convenient that something just spontaneously got broken.
It was convenient for like 3 months, yeah. And then, because a lot of new classes came in, they knocked on the door. I'm your roommate. I'm like, no, you're not. And but one sticked, and here we are. But
you're having the time of your life meeting new people, right?
Of course, yeah. I miss so many cool people, so many new stories too. A big upgrade from like the small people we had in Oki. It was like the same people, the same stories. You know, we all pretty much live a similar life.
Now you get a wider like range of humans.
Yes, my social skills.
That's good to hear. Weren't you just in California as well?
Yeah, I was on leave.
How was that?
It was so fun. Like I haven't been back in Cali since I left for Oki, so it was crazy. Like I remembered where like everything was, and my best friend OJ, who I met here, he was also there. He lived 15 minutes away from me, so it was like I got to go home with like someone I consider to be like really close to me. So it was cool to like.
How cool is that? And then didn't you see your sister? Yeah,
she lives there. So she lives in the same place I grew up in, Oceanside. So
wow.
Yeah, she's doing great. The city's alive as ever. I didn't go to the beach though, so that's kind of crazy. Like,
how long were you there for?
12 days.
That's a long time. So how much? What was that?
Not one beach trip. Crazy.
What were you busy doing?
I went to Universal. I don't know. I just like following my sister around the whole time because it was like she worked, so I was on her time for the most part. Your sister's just always been so clutch. She really has, yeah. I remember she helped us out one time, right when I left the island, got us some supplies. She also scared you that one time when you first met her. You were like, yeah, I remember.
Did I meet her in person?
Yeah, you met her at the movie theater. I'm crazy how I remember this, but you don't.
I don't remember meeting her at the movie theater. Are you serious?
Yeah, she's a whole 5 feet. You're 6'1". You were like shivering in your boots. Crazy. You were so scared. I was like,
She's kind of. I don't remember that. Maybe I chose to delete that.
oh, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good to hear she's doing well. Do you have? So how does that affect your leave going forward? How much do you have left? Like 4 days now?
Since I was in boot camp longer than most people, I think I had 20 days racked up, and then I knocked off 12. So
Jeez.
it's not that bad though.
Was it worth it?
Well worth it. Yes. And I'm doing it again Christmas.
Wait, you're supposed to be asking me questions. What just happened?
Oh yeah, so I know. I'm just a great topic. We always gotta
Yeah.
circle back as we should.
Circle back. Please go ahead. I'm sorry?
Are you still playing tennis?
Yes.
Like
I just got.
Are you?
Well, I'm teaching little kids now at a tennis club.
Okay. Side hustle or main? Is that your main hustle or your side
hustle? Kind of main, kind of side. I also do some DoorDash sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But I just moved here, so I'm going back up to school.
Florida.
To Florida, yes.
Yeah. Crazy. Didn't even know that happened. When did that happen? But you were in North Carolina.
Like 5 days ago.
Oh, okay. You didn't update me on that. I thought we were friends, but apparently we just don't update each other.
Pretty much told me we weren't friends like 3 days ago, and then at the same time you're like, wait, I want to come on the Shannon show.
That's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened, and then your friend hung up on me.
What about baseball? Because I remember you said you were like the ace or whatever that's called.
Oh, for sure, ace on the team. Yeah, a few people might dispute that, but no, not a lot of baseball. Actually, I just threw the baseball like 2 days ago because Max Widley is here. Max Widley and his sister brother Zoe.
Your brother Zoe?
Yeah. I threw the baseball with him for the first time in like forever. And that's when you actually called me. And I was like, sorry, can't talk right now, bro. And he was like, who was that? And I was like, Skye. And he's like, what? He was very confused.
Yeah,
I'm like,
surprised. People didn't know they were back in contact. I told Malia and she's like, what? And I was like, yeah. Just,
I didn't do anything terrible. Never mind. We don't have to talk about it. We're good.
Yeah. Keep it professional. We're on a show.
We are indeed. Thank you so much for having me, by the way. This is just a privilege.
Oh, no problem.
It's an honor.
I took time out of my schedule for this. You should be very.
Actually, you told me you had nothing going on today, so that's just more caffeine.
Nope, I actually have something planned in an hour and a half, so try again.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
None of your business. I'm kidding. No, I'm going on a date, kind of. So.
What's her name? His name?
Her.
Where are you guys going? Where is it at?
We're going to the movie theaters because we actually just.
It's high school all over again.
No.
You're not seeing Space Jam, are you?
I don't know. We're seeing The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh, you're watching a horror movie? That's what you always made me watch horror movies.
Why are you making me sound like a okay?
I'm just saying, I hated them, and you're like, come on, it'll be fun.
I remember you like cried, yeah.
Yeah, I did. No shame.
Yeah.
They're not good.
None at all.
Can't stand them. No shame. The movies are designed to get that reaction out of people.
Do you know what I remember? Now that I'm thinking about it?
What do you remember, Skye?
You used to always call yourself the space station.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
No, I was called the space station. I was anointed that name. I would never give myself a nickname.
Told me why that was.
Yeah, I'll call you.
I think it's just because I was really tall, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
And I want to do aerospace engineering, so maybe that kind of came into it.
Oh yeah, that's your major right now, right?
Yeah.
That's what yeah. Look at you doing big things over at Penn State. Any frat party?
Tons.
Oh, tons. Yeah, a lot of friends.
You should see me out of the wazoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just you. That wasn't really your crowd in high school, so.
Yeah. Things change. Things change.
Yeah, sure. Some things don't change at all, though, as we see.
Okay, we're recording again.
Oh,
anything else?
We're back.
Anything else you want to say? What should we talk about?
Honestly, I'm just happy to be here. I'm really glad you decided to interview me. I was waiting for my turn. I really was.
Were you? I couldn't decide if you actually want to come on or not.
No, I wanted to. You were going to like everyone in the friend just skipped over me. I was like, I have interesting things to say, but
Well, I thought you like intensely disliked me.
I mean, I do, but I also like, I love me. So I was like,
Oh,
episode
you
about
just want to see your name on there. You're like,
Yeah,
with your face on it. Oh, I
rocking
bet.
the.
Did you just
I think
Millie
it's good
Rock?
that no,
No, sorry, I missed it.
I really
Those-
think it's gonna be good views though. I think it will.
You think so?
Mhm.
I hope it gets no views.
Okay, well,
Humble,
I'm gonna.
humble yourself. Are you gonna put it on your story? Are you gonna help me promote it?
Of course, yeah. Actually, I want my friends to see it, so I don't know, but
Some people are so fake, bro. You're just another one.
okay.
You don't
Anyway.
want your friends to see it.
Well, because they don't know. They know me as like Waters, like
And what are you doing this?
I'm Skye right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can you be Waters now?
I'm always Waters on the phone. Then you tell me I'm being rude to you. So not for the publicity's sake. I'm not gonna do.
Because you are.
No, I'm not. I'm just being myself.
A lot of attitude
Also,
for
a lot
no
of
reason.
cursing.
Yes.
A good Christian, so let me not do that.
Good Catholic child over here.
Oh yes, of course. You still go to church, Shannon?
Always.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, I'm making sure.
Does that make me better?
No,
Okay.
just don't. But I mean,
Do you go to church?
I have a picture of the Virgin Mary on my board. So I feel like
you have a necklace. You have a necklace too with a cross, right?
yeah, I do. Thank you. How stupid. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, I saw it in your Instagram post. I was like, wow, what a holy woman.
Oh yeah, the one that you liked and commented on. How sweet of you, by the way.
The one that you told me to comment on and told me what to comment. You said just say wow.
Why?
Just say wow.
You spreading lies like this.
No, because I'm not gonna let you come here and lie on my show and then just go with it.
My show.
No,
My-
you're not asking any questions. My bad. Please continue.
No, I don't want to ask questions anymore.
And her show is over. So your questions consisted of, have I continued playing my high school sports? And that's it.
Oh, yes. Pretty. I don't know much about you anymore, Shannon. Like you just disappeared, bro.
You literally told me 10 minutes ago that you knew everything about me.
Can you stop?
Okay, I'm sorry. What would you like to know since you don't know anything?
I don't know. When did you get your license? Like when did this happen? You couldn't drive in Okie and you left as a junior.
I got my license the day I turned 18.
Oh, it's a little late in the game,
At
isn't
the
it?
Mooresville DMV. Yes, it was a little late. I was asking for rides from people I barely knew. But then I got my own license and I have a car.
Right. What kind of car is it? Make and model.
Blue one.
Blue one? Okay. So do you have to like roll the seat all the way back since you're like freakishly
Yes.
tall? Yeah, okay.
Do you think I'm freakishly tall?
No, well, when you're standing next to me, a little bit because the contrast is just so.
Because you're
But-
freakishly short.
I'm 5'2". That's not freakishly short.
You're not too. You're like 5 foot. Come on, bro.
5 anyway.
Especially in the pictures, you look very tiny.
Oh, well, thank you.
Next to me, not by yourself. You look very normal.
Oh, yeah, the prom picture. Yeah, the only picture we have together, pretty much. Yeah, the ones that you like deleted then reposted on your page. Yeah, I was tracking that.
Did I do that?
Yeah, I think you did. Where are you, by the way?
Well, at least I just archived them, right?
I did that too, though, so it's okay. For different reasons, but
And then they came back on. So you did the same exact thing, but you just tried to call me out for it.
yes, because a different one might do it.
How so? Because you were in a relationship with a lot.
Why did you say the name? We
Oh,
have
sorry.
this-
I'll censor it again. I'll be like, beep.
And yeah, pretty much. It's a respect thing,
What did I do exactly? I'm very curious.
I don't. You said you were a bully, You said that you bullied him, and I was like, "This man, what's he
We
gonna
were
do?"
like pretty good friends. That's actually kind of sad. I was
You and
gonna,
him?
yeah, I didn't think there was anything wrong. I was gonna ask him to come on the show. I mean, obviously not now anymore because
Yeah.
there's some complications. But yeah, I made a movie with him in it as the
Oh yeah, I
star,
remember. Yeah, I
and then a
remember.
sequel.
Fake friends. Oh my
I
god.
guess that wasn't enough. I guess that I can just never be enough. And then he was gonna make the third one without me, and I sent him the script, and he was gonna try to do it. So yeah, he lied to you.
Oh, funny how things work, isn't it?
No cap. And that totally just like gave away who it was. But, or just anyone who knows you.
So is that all? That's the Shannon Show interview. This is with the hype.
I'm sorry to let you down.
No, it just seems like we're just like reminiscing right now. This is what the viewers are
At this
going to
point,
see.
usually I don't do this with people, but I feel like we have a little bit more content.
Yeah,
Than
there's a lot of
most.
history, though.
And it's all within like a really short time span, which is kind of cool.
Oh, crazy.
Like,
I didn't
right?
think I'd. Right? Just crazy. Let's work out.
What'd you say?
What?
What did you just say?
I didn't think I'd ever talk to you again. So it's crazy how things work out.
Why did you think that?
I don't know. We just... Well, what do you think?
No, please go ahead.
I don't know. That's just the thing with me. Like, I don't know. I just don't
You
like
just
being
assume the
friends.
worst.
Pretty much, yeah.
You didn't want to be friends.
Long distance friendships don't work. Besides Malia and OJ and like everyone else.
Long
I'm friends
distance
with.
friendships work? What do you mean?
With like you and I though, because we had like just broken up. It was gonna be. I didn't want to be your friend. I was like, no.
You told me you wanted to be my friend though, and then you were my friend.
I wasn't your friend. Yeah.
Nope. Not at all.
Nope.
Very
Two
odd.
different lives.
Yep.
But look at us now. We're best of friends. It's kind
You're probably not gonna talk to me for like another month after this. You're like, okay, that was enough. You didn't disagree. That's awkward.
Oh, do you want me to lie to your viewers like that?
Yes, please make me feel better.
We're gonna be friends after this shit. In fact, I'll FaceTime you after this. So
Oh, really? Thanks. We can have a little post game show.
yes.
Post Shannon show.
Post Skye Shannon.
Post Skye show.
Skye hyphen Shannon show. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good to me. It's a plan.
Okay. Anything else you want to say on the air, or should we just cut it?
Like, I think I shared enough wisdom for today.
Well, we can do it again sometime. We can like get a little bit more planned, share some more wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get some. Do you think Malia would do it? Malia was supposed to come on like for the Koi Club, but then she didn't show up. So
Tell me about that.
yeah, why didn't she show up? Did she say?
No.
What a shame.
Probably studying to do because she just graduated tech. So.
Oh, gotcha. I just talked to her sister Willow yesterday.
Oh, I love
on the show. Good show. Wow. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching.
Why whisper?
I don't know. You start whispering, so I'm just matching the energy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Bye, guys.
See you guys next week. Thank you, everyone. You're the best. Thank you, Skye.
No problem, Shannon.